How to learn languages fast. Hi guys, it's the beginning of the year. It's time for some New Year's resolutions, isn't it? Actually, no. It's always good time to start learning a new language, so it doesn't matter when you watch it, because the best time to start is to start today. Welcome to my channel. However, this channel is about learning English. Tips from this video are going to be universal for any language. So it doesn't matter if you want to learn Spanish, German, French, Japanese, Chinese, or whatever language. Continue watching this video. Today, I want to show you that it is possible to learn any language you dream of in 1 year. Just 1 year. All you need is good mood, open mind, and a goal. I'm about to share with you 5 very important tips to do so. They are going to be mixed with my personal journey, how I achieved fluency in Spanish in 1 year. These tips worked for me perfectly, so I do believe that they're gonna work for you. You know what? Actually, let me tell you the truth. It happened very naturally for me, because I had just one goal, one very important goal. I knew I need to communicate in this language. Of course, the goal is really personal. I would love you to think about your goal right now. So if you need to pause this video, have some time to think, take your time, and see you in a second. Alright, I hope that you already have your goal. Let's get started. Tip number 1, change the mindset, which means we switch something in our brain. We have to stop treating learning a language as an obligation. It has to be pure pleasure, fun, enjoyment, excitement. Without that, your language journey can be really tough. How to do that? First of all, forget about school approach. Just forget about that. You learn because you want to. You learn because you want to achieve your goals. Not for someone, for you. Second of all, find your way to really enjoy the process. Again, how to do it? Connect this language with something that you really like, so your hobby, passion, and what's more, with something that you really need. You need to need it. As I've mentioned before, these tips are going to be connected a little bit with my personal journey, so let me give you an example. Before my trip to Southeast Asia, I'm recording this video in Bangkok, Thailand, I was watching many travel vlogs in Spanish, just in Spanish to improve my skills. That's how I enjoyed it really, and at the same time I'm using these tips that I've learned before in Spanish right now in my life. I needed them in order to survive in a new place. I'm joking with the survival, but you know what I mean. I was watching something in Spanish because, okay, I like it, I love traveling, it's my passion, and at the same time, I really need it. I was using it, I am using it in my current life. Guys, I'm gonna be really honest with you in this video, so let me tell you my little secret. In reality, I was really lazy. This is how I learned Spanish. Yes, guys, you've heard it. I was being lazy. And I did it. How? It leads me to tip number 2, full immersion. We need to dive into the culture of our target language. It would be really helpful to know how people behave in this country of your target language, what jokes they have, how they intonate their speech, what customs and traditions they have, even maybe the history. Of course, it's not that important, but if you are interested in that, maybe it would be a great idea to dive deep. It is strictly connected with passive learning. Do you remember once I told you that I was lazy, that's how I learned Spanish? Here you have the answer. Passive learning. TV, Netflix, music, YouTube, many sources. Choose what you like and have fun. In my case, it was Netflix and series on Netflix. So this is how I immersed myself in Spanish culture and also the culture of South America. And as I've mentioned before, it happened really naturally because my brain just started connecting the dots, started connecting the phrases with the situation, vocabulary with the situation, and it worked. What I would recommend you to do is always watch in original, obviously. What about subtitles? First of all, you can set the subtitles in your native language or in language that you know, so that you connect these two languages somehow. And then once you're becoming more advanced, more communicative, you can start connecting the original audio with subtitles in your target language. So this is what I did. At the beginning, I was watching in Spanish with English subtitles or with Polish subtitles if I was really lazy because I'm from Poland, so it's my mother tongue. But then I was just watching, I am still watching, original audio with original subtitles, which is Spanish. This is the best way, in my opinion, to learn and to do it fast once enjoying, because of course you can choose the movie or some video that you like, which is connected to your passion. So these tips, tip number 1 and tip number 2, are really connected. And one more thing for beginners: if it's too difficult for you at the beginning to watch Netflix or YouTube in your target language, start with beginner audio programs. The speech is slower, sometimes it's explained, so you can start with that. Then just immerse yourself in your target language and listen as much as possible, even while doing some regular daily activities. For example, you are doing the dishes, so you can have something in the background that is talking to you, and even if you don't understand so much, it doesn't matter, because for your brain it's like beautiful activity. You are making this language part of your routine. Tip number 3, make mistakes. Most probably right now you are thinking, is she crazy or what? But yes, guys, actually make mistakes in order to learn faster. Let me tell you one story, how I made a big mistake and how I learned from it. So more or less 1 year ago, I went with my boyfriend, who is Spanish native speaker, to Gran Canaria for a trip. We booked a hotel, so we entered the hotel and I say, "Hola, tenemos una reservación." And the receptionist is looking at me like that. And I'm like, "What?" And suddenly my boyfriend said, "Una reserva." And I was like, oh shit. It should be tenemos una reserva, not reservación. But I connected it from English, like, okay, reservation in English, so reservación in Spanish, okay, that would work. So I just said it without thinking. And of course, I felt ridiculous at the beginning, and I was like, oh shit, I feel so ashamed and embarrassed. But then it was just some seconds and I was like, okay, but I'm never gonna forget this situation, and that's how I'm never gonna forget this word. Then when I book some trip in Spain, I always say reserva. So this is how I learned, from my own mistake, and I give myself permission to be corrected by native speakers or whoever speaks this language. At the same time, we are all humans and everybody learns some language, right? Everybody learns something new. So it's absolutely normal to make mistakes. Because guys, I feel like in our society, it's like terrible. Oh my God, I made a mistake. I should be so ashamed. No, it's okay to make mistakes. It's really great to make them. I teach English here on this channel, and I'm absolutely sure that I made enormous amount of mistakes because I'm not English native speaker. English is my tool to achieve success and to live beautiful life. So it's okay to make them. I know I repeated myself like at least 6 or 5 times that it's okay to make mistakes, but I really want to give you that message that it's okay. Tip number 4, believe in yourself. You need to believe that you can do it. It would be really beneficial for you to have the vision of you speaking to native speakers, using this language at work or whatever goal you wanted to achieve that is already achieved. That you are this person with this ability to speak that language and have it in front of your eyes. Guys, I know this tip might sound a little bit freaky, but it really worked for me. So I believe that it's gonna work for you as well. I really do believe in manifestation, in attraction law, that our thoughts create our reality. Since I was a kid, I was dreaming to live in Spain, to have Spanish boyfriend and speak Spanish fluently. I don't know why, it was always my dream. After 2 years sitting at home, you know why, I decided to go to Canary Islands just for a trip, just a random trip as a tourist. And randomly, suddenly, without a plan, I stayed there. I stayed there to live for almost 2 years. And 2 things that I want to say on that occasion. First, that manifestation really worked. It was absolutely unconscious. I didn't know that I'm manifesting something. It was just like, okay, I'm gonna go to Spain just for a trip. And it suddenly happened, like magically. I met my boyfriend, I quit my studies, and I was there. Second thing that I wanted to tell you, that you don't have to live in the country of your target language because of the, thanks to the actually full immersion, right? So don't think that, oh my God, it was easy for her because she lived in Spain. Yes, it was easier, I don't say no, but at the same time, it's not necessary because I speak English and I didn't live like really long time in English speaking country. I lived in the UK for 6 months, but it wasn't like really long time. And at the same time, I don't speak British English, so yeah. You don't have to live in the country of your target language. All you need is your full attention, full immersion into this language. Last but absolutely not least, don't worry so much about the grammar. I know that many people focus so much on the grammar at the beginning of language journey. And I don't say it's bad, maybe it works for some people, but honestly, I'm not sure if it's the most efficient way. It's definitely time and energy consuming. So what to do about the grammar? Master past, present, and future. You have to be able to express yourself in the past, what you did yesterday, for example, in the present moment, what you are doing right now, or to talk about your regular actions. And you have to be able to express yourself in the future, what you will do tomorrow. So when it comes to English, I always advise my students to start with past simple, present continuous, and future simple. At the beginning, I say, forget about complicated grammar, tenses, complicated structures, because it's gonna complicate your life. Start with simple things, and then obviously you are going to boost your grammar and you're gonna learn all of these complicated structures. I was supposed to wrap up this video, but some bonus tip just came to my mind, so let me share it with you guys. You can follow some people that speak your target language on social media. This is how you immerse yourself in the language. And come on guys, let's be honest, we open the social media all the time. We scroll it wherever we are, in the bus, in the train, at home, before going to bed, and so on and so on. That's how you're gonna have constant contact with your target language. Guys, thank you so much for watching. That would be it for today's video. I hope that at least one tip from this video makes sense for you. And if yes, give this video a like and subscribe to this channel to support my work. You are really welcome to leave the comment with your ideas or your thoughts, your reflections about these tips. And you are also invited to join my 8 weeks program. It's really personalized way of work. I share with you exclusive tips that I don't share on my social media. So check this out. Would you like to take your English to the next level by having one-to-one meetings with me? I've created something especially for you. My 8 weeks program is going to change your life. You are going to sound natural, learn English in funny, creative way, using examples taken from real life. What's more, you are going to forget about memorizing boring grammar rules. So, if you wish to start exploring the world with the practical knowledge of English, the link is in the description down below. Lots of love and hope to see you soon!